They say love is blind. Do you want to learn what your subconscious beliefs are and why you fall in love with this person and not someone else? Many girls complain to me about the unfairness of fate because they have fallen in love with the wrong man. They either fell in love with a married man, or a man who cannot earn money, or the man who lives on the other side of the world. Why do we choose certain men? Why do we fall in love with certain people and cannot love the boy from next door who loves us so much? But we need a totally different prince who's not available to us and who acts in a wrong way. Where is the problem? The entire answer is hidden in our subconscious. Our subconscious is structured in a way that some programs and beliefs are implanted in it from childhood. Something you learn at 5 or at 10 and something impressed you at 13. You memorized and believed in all those ideas, and now they are affecting your life. Since early childhood, your subconscious mind has generated beliefs and programs that are now influencing your adult life. And from your early childhood, you've had an idea of what sort of man, what kind of relationship, and how you act in a relationship. This is typically between the ages of 1 and 7. And now just think about it, your weird childhood beliefs affect your life. But don't get scared, all of this can be fixed. It's really possible to fall in love with a person who will be perfect for you, and not chase married, busy, or distant men, or even convicts. Even that happens, I've seen it. Your subconscious mind can be cured, and let's see how it can be done. I'd like to give you a gift that will allow you to create a relationship with your lover in 1 or 2 months. Look in the top right corner for directions to help you improve your relationship and bring happiness back into your life. Now let's start from the beginning and discuss what should you do to avoid falling in love with the wrong man. And let's look at the start, when you just want to meet your perfect partner. Should you be in a hurry to do this? And I say no. Maybe you should work with your subconscious first. The thing is, when you set a goal to meet your match, your soulmate, it's important to work through all your negative beliefs. We have talked about negative beliefs more than once. What are they? It's a set of beliefs about men, about relationships, which you are unaware of. You seem to want one thing, but subconsciously you have a different set of ideas about the ideal man that you have developed since childhood. No matter how hard you try, you cannot attract the image of the partner you shaped in your mind. You will still attract those who correspond to the image from your subconscious mind. So how do you check what is in your subconscious? Look at those 2-3 ex-boyfriends you had, who you met in your life and who you fell in love with. Look closely at their qualities. Maybe they were all married. Maybe they did not want a serious relationship. Maybe they were all lacking initiative. Or maybe none of them could earn money. All these recurring situations will tell you about your negative beliefs. Our world is a mirror. And to find out your negative beliefs, it's just enough to look in the mirror and it will tell you everything. Very often I'm asked why I always meet married men, or the men I meet are not ready for a serious relationship. Actually, married men also fall into this category. Well, there is a negative belief here. First of all, fear of a long-term and serious relationship. Because my parents' relationship was not happy enough, and I'm afraid of repeating this scenario, and it's easier for me to be alone. This is what your subconscious thinks, and it doesn't seek to marry or start a long-term relationship. The second reason, a negative belief might be fear of losing your freedom. You think, if I get married, I will live with the man, then I won't be able to travel and my self-development will be limited. Maybe that's what your dad did to your mom. But there are simpler situations, not that complicated, without any hidden negative beliefs. For example, if you constantly meet men who act irresponsibly, violate their commitments, or promise something and never deliver, perhaps you just hate this quality very much, and you don't accept this quality in yourself, and you don't accept it in others. Take a closer look at yourself. Perhaps you act irresponsibly, but you don't like this quality, and accordingly, you will always meet this terrible quality in men and judge it fiercely. But the saddest thing about all these negative beliefs is that if you have them, then 90% of the time, you're bound to find a reflection of all these beliefs in your future lover or in your current lover. So what to do about it? Do you really have to suffer all your life because of your beliefs? Of course not. There's a way to free yourself from their influence. It's very simple, but many women don't know about it and suffer for years in inefficient, destructive relationships, or they prefer to be lonely. But if you're watching this video, you have a chance to change the situation in the very near future. In this video, I'll give you a few tips on how to work with these beliefs, and you can learn the rest at my next free online masterclass, which will take place very soon. Now I'll give you some simple tips on how to start this wonderful work with your negative beliefs. These tips can be useful for those girls who want to work through their negative beliefs first before looking for their perfect partners. To avoid falling in love with the wrong men, first to work through your negative beliefs, and then to attract the right man into your life, free and ready for a relationship. The ones who act in the way that will make you happy. So for a start, you have to make a list of the qualities you value the most in men. Write down your ex's qualities, the ones that you most valued, that you liked, the qualities that you want your future partner to have. Write down your dad's qualities, your uncles, brothers that you admire very much and that you would like to see in your man. So make a list of these perfect qualities. And the second list should be negative. Make a list of the things about men that annoy you, that previously annoyed you in your man, how they acted badly, left you quickly, lost interest, had no initiative, or how they liked to stay at home, didn't work, for example. Write down everything that annoyed you and that you don't want to see in your life anymore. The next stage is to understand how you benefit from each of these negative manifestations of men. Look carefully and think about each belief for quite a long time. You can talk to your girlfriends or come to my programs, my masterclasses, in my live streams. I often analyze your answers. So let me break down a few of these beliefs. For example, if you often come across or came across in your ex-lovers such a quality as rudeness, what does it mean? What negative beliefs you might have? You can speculate for a long time, search for answers, but in my opinion, it shows that you have a need to defend yourself. That is, you may have been taught as a child that you cannot stand up for yourself, or you have to stand up for yourself like a boy. You must not allow your boundaries to be violated. You must make sure that everyone around you is polite, that they express themselves correctly, and that they are not rude. It is so important for you that a man is well behaved. And you praise this quality so much that any manifestation of some small misunderstanding you take as rudeness, and you start saying what a rude man you are. And this belief may come from your childhood, where you were taught to defend yourself. Think about why you need to defend yourself from a man. What harm can this man do to you? Try to just accept him. The next negative quality that is often mentioned to me by many girls, they say, why my man is so inert, he doesn't show any interest, he doesn't call, he doesn't ask me out, why all men are such wusses, I always have to make the first move. Where is the problem here? What is the benefit of not letting a man make the first move? Of course, the benefit may be exactly the same as with busy men, it is to keep the sense of freedom. And secondly, there's a wrong stereotype about men. For some reason, we think that men are unemotional and not ready to talk about relationships all day and night. They don't care about relationships don't matter to them, and they don't need them. They are, cold, only interested in soccer, beer, computer games, and they don't care about women at all. In fact, it's normal when your partner and the relationship don't take up 100% of your life. Very often women are unbalanced. They think that relationships are everything. They forget about work, about their hobbies, while men think about their work and hobbies. And they really shouldn't call you day and night. I remember a girl texted me in a chat, "A man hasn't called me in 3 days." Dear girls, men may not call for 3 days. They have a lot to do. He doesn't have to call you every day. Of course, there are men who are more disposed to relationships, but there are men who are really busy with their businesses, and they don't have to call us 10 times a day. In fact, if you work through this belief, remove these hidden benefits, that it may well happen that your man will change, or you will start to meet men who are very eager to be in a relationship. And this is what happened to me. When I worked through my belief that men don't need relationships, I simply replaced it with the affirmation that all men really need relationships. Men really want happy relationships, and women are everything to them. And then I've met a man for who a relationship is a huge part of his life. And maybe you can do the same if you just follow my advice. Once a girl complained to me that all her previous lovers always wanted her to cook, stay at home, and just do the housework. She complained why all men were like that. Why could she not find a man who didn't care about that? Indeed, this girl simply had a negative belief. Once she saw the situation that it was very important for a man to have a woman as a housewife. Most likely, the situation happened in her childhood, and she was very impressed by it. After that, she made a conclusion that all men need cooking, and she doesn't want to do it. And now, by Sod's law, that is, the negative belief works, and she really meets men who care about cooking. Although there are many men who don't care about it at all. And the chances of meeting a man who will not bother about cleaning and cooking are enormous. There are a lot of men like that. And if this girl removes these negative beliefs, then surely she can be with a man who will respect her wishes not to do the housework and allow her to follow her career, travel, and give all the household chores to someone else, maybe even to himself. There are such men as well. So if you want the proverb, "Love is blind," to never apply to you again, then before you meet a perfect man, before you even search for this man and attract love, you really have to clean up your negative beliefs. So when you've made a list of desirable qualities that you like, a list of negative qualities, and you have worked through each quality, rewrote them, for example, or accepted this quality, said, "It's okay for me." Or you've decided that you will rewrite this statement and will believe that men, for example, do not want housewives, some want successful women. So you can make one big list of the partner that really matches you, and then you will surely meet him. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about attracting perfect partners.